Okay guys, it's a quick track walk of the new Keilor layout that's been put in place for the 2018 Keilor Invitational. It uses a lot of the existing parts of dirt, but it's had a lot of cut-throughs which change the flow quite a lot. Let's do a quick walkthrough. The track's carpeted, this keeps a lot of moisture in the surface. Turn 1 is the same as previously, a sweeping corner. A little bit bumpy on entry. So this is really the only corner that's the same as last year's layout. Everywhere else is a significantly different flow. Coming into turn 2, it's the same apex as before, but because the next section's different, you take a different line out of it. So, whereas before it went straight around a hairpin, it now flows around a sweeping bend onto a double jump. So, I think the trick for this one's going to be to come out a little bit wider on the over this hump here, and then you'll see that there's a kind of a 90-degree through an S over a double jump. A little bit hard to make out the surface because of the carpet on it, but this is quite a flying corner. From the testing we've done, just getting the jump sorted, modified will clear it easy, and you get a nice down ramp on the second hump, and that sends you up towards the large jump, which was the same big centre jump as previously, but instead of accelerating out of it onto the straight, you now clear over it. So it's got a nice big takeoff ramp, big tabletop down ramp, and then after that it sweeps through a 180 left that climbs uphill over a short double. So I think the trick to this one's going to be maybe you might find that taking the inside line will give you the tidal line but won't give you the run for the jump. Come out a little bit wider and it will kick you out over that. Gentle downslope on the second one, but I think that'll carry you into this next section. The next two corners are the same as the previous layout, but because you're not approaching them with the same speed, they're going to flow differently. So kind of a radius 180 short shoot into a hairpin 180 and over a hump. But so previously you came out over this hump, over the double, and then had a sharp left. Now you're going to turn right, and that's going to change the flow of that quite a lot as well. So trick here is going to be getting the power down over the hump, keeping it nice and flat, not too much air over the double, and then into this corner. A little bit hard to see on the video maybe, but it's actually got quite a big elevation change as you go up there. The guys have done a nice job making a nice radius curve. That'll all be painted up before the Invitational. And then that climbs up over a hump. So this corner is actually, you drop down over the double and then you rise up through the corner and then drops down onto the back straight. Over down the back straight, over a first hump and then over a second kind of ski jump, which you should be able to send it pretty far over. Again, this is similar to the last year's layout, but whereas that was into a berm, that corner's now been changed a lot. It's more of a kink. So the trick here is going to be sending it nice and long and flat. And then there's actually a hump down over the drop, so you can kind of see it rises up a little bit. And the guys have tuned that so that the cars get light over here. So you've got to line it up properly to get over that little drop. Shoots you down, and then a really fast run onto the straight, accelerating down that long straight. So again, a lot of sections kind of looks the same on paper, but when you look at the flow and walk the flow, it's going to be a very different track to race on. I think setup wise this is going to be a faster track than the previous one. There's certainly a lot more high speed corners. The previous one was very much about getting out of low speed sections. This one's going to be about carrying speed through the high speeds. So should make for some awesome racing. There's still a few little bits of tidying up the guy's going to do, curb painting and a few little edging bits and pieces, but they've done a great job to turn it around really quickly. Can't wait. See you guys there.